Hey everybody, welcome back to Local Girl Goes Local, vlog number 3. Behind me, you can see the small offspring that I continually mention. She is the reason that last night we did not have posts, so I'm filming yesterday's post today. Today's Wednesday. I'll do one in the morning and then I'll do another one in the evening, so you don't feel cheated out of your post today. Today, I wanted to talk about one of my questions from last night. First question was, is eating local more expensive? A cursory Google search says yes. I checked in at a bunch of different sites and they, as always, say eating local and organic tends to be more expensive, but you can save yourself money by going to farmers markets. So that's going to be one of the things that I'm going to actually be comparing when I come down to my week of eating local. I'm going to be looking and see what the locally grown produce costs inside the supermarket versus what it costs at the farmer's market versus what it costs to have it delivered in a farm box. In other news, I'm starting to come up with a list of things that I'm not entirely sure that I can eat even though they seem to be local. For example, beer. Last night, Chad brought home beer from Iron John's Brewery, and they're delicious. However, I'm not entirely sure that all of their ingredients come from locally sourced products. So today I'm going to be calling a bunch of different local breweries and seeing if I can get some answers about where their ingredients come from. Hopefully I'll have those answers for you soon. Do you ever make social plans based around what you're going to be eating at the time? I have been. I was talking to a friend last night and she said, we should get together. And I said, yes, but if you want to go to a restaurant, it's probably going to need to be in the next week and a half. Because after that I'm going to be eating local and I don't know if there's going to be any way that I can go out. That is one of the goals. I'm going to be trying to find out if I can go out anywhere and if there is any way to eat 100% local at a restaurant here in town. However, I'm not going to say that my confidence is very high on that point. The closer I get to the 30 days, the more I'm starting to think that this is going to resemble some kind of Whole Foods cleansing, no refined sugars kind of diet. Which would be fine. That would not be a bad thing to happen. However, more than that, I'm starting to think that I may struggle to have complex foods. For example, I was listening to a TED Radio Hour on this Sunday on NPR, and they were talking about, it was featuring the TED Talk from one of the women that lived in Biosphere 2. And she was saying how long it took for them to grow a pizza. Specifically how long it took to grow the wheat, how long it took to get the cheese from the goats and get enough of it so they could put it on a pizza, and how long it took to grow the peppers, etc. I know I don't live in Biosphere 2. I know that it's not going to be nearly that difficult. I have people that I can get wheat from, cheese from, and herbs from. By the way, I did think about, there are some, they're not spices, but they're herbs that I can get a hold of because rosemary and basil and all that good stuff, you can grow anywhere. But back on focus with the pizza. I can get all these ingredients in their raw form. Although yeast. I'm not sure if I can get local yeast. That's going to be something to find out. Maybe I'll have to do a sourdough starter. Hopefully I can find someone who's got an active sourdough starter. So yeah, so this is what my week has been. I'm just thinking through, and it's like I need to build a to-do list in my head to just, for all of the different things that I need to find out. I think that's why I feel like I'm going to reach the end of my day and it'll be time to make dinner and I'll be like, well, I could saute these veggies and, you know, well, and like salt and pepper if I have peppers, but you know, I could season this meat in some way and saute these veggies and I can eat that. And that would be great. And that would be a totally great meal. But am I going to go through the effort to create something that is a more complex food? I'm not sure, because it starts to feel like this almost a chicken before the egg situation that I'm coming up against. So those are some of my thoughts. Those are some of my concerns. I'm going to find out about the beer question for you all so we can know if beer is going to be part of this 30 days of eating local. And beyond that, I will talk to you again tonight. Happy eating, happy learning, and I'll see you soon. Bye.